Hello, sports fans. I'd like to welcome everyone to a very special edition of Sportsmemo's Pro Football Forecast. I am your host, world champion handicapper, Las Vegas's biggest daily sports bettor, Dionne D'Amico. Now, guys, just because it's an idle week in the NFL does not mean we at Sportsmemo aren't going to supply you with some big free winners for the big game next weekend. Providing today's winners, we got a good-looking bunch, guys. Providing today's winners, the First Lady of Las Vegas, Miss Dionne D'Amico. The body himself, Mr. Jesse Schule, our NFL expert, Kevin Braudis, the handsome and dapper, and he is handsome and dapper, Kevin Thomas, and the shebang man himself, Ronald Cabang. Now, guys, during the show, you're going to see a discount scroll across your screen. You're seeing it now. Take advantage of that discount. It is a doozy. The great folks at Sportsmemo are allowing us to just these discounts are getting better and better each week. This one, get 50% off any daily package from anyone on this panel. Anybody on this panel, these 6 great winning cappers, 50% off any discount over there on a daily package. Can be used Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So honestly, you follow any one of these great cappers that are all fixtures on the Sportsmemo leaderboard, you'll make money. They'll pay for itself in no time. Follow 2, follow 3. If you really want to make a big splash, follow all 6 because this is an all-star lineup. Guys, and one more thing. We would love it if you follow the Sportsmemo YouTube channel. Also, follow the Sportsmemo Twitter page. A lot of free content up there. Plus, follow these great winning cappers. Follow their Twitter pages. You see them next to their name on their pictures up there. Guys, I know they will all get back to you if you DM them or have a question. That's what we are here for. We're here to make you happy. We want you to keep coming back. Speaking of being happy, we're going to jump right into some free winning props. He is our NFL aficionado. He is the NFL expert. He's one of the best-looking guys on this panel, Mr. Kevin Braudis. Kevin, welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for having me. So my first prop is going to be Tyler Boyd, guys, for the Cincinnati Bengals. I like his receiving yards over 40.5 in this one. I think this play is going to be overlooked by a lot of people. Boyd hasn't really been doing much in the playoffs so far. You guys just know of the cat, like Chase has been going off and Higgins has been going off. But when you look at this prop, guys, he's averaged 51.8 receiving yards per game this season. And if you look at what the Rams do, they play 2 high safeties. So this is perfect for Tyler Boyd because he'll be getting those dump down passes in the middle of the field. The Rams will allow that. So I really like this prop here. I think it's sneaky, and I think this is a good look for Tyler Boyd over 40.5 yards.
There you go. Mr. Kevin Braudis, guys, he is kicking butt all season long in the NFL. I see his name all over the leaderboards. He's got another winning prop for you. Let's get that one from him. I got to tell you, I'm very excited to hear from this because, you know, he came on the first couple of football forecast show, and then our schedules just did not mesh. And I wanted to get him on very badly. He's making a special appearance today. Let's get Kevin to give you his second winning prop.
Yeah, so obviously I'm rocking the Rams jersey right now, guys. I think the Rams pulled off, but my second one is going to be on the Rams. It's Cam Akers for the Rams. I like his rushing attempts over 16.5, minus 120. I know he's been banged up. He had that shoulder injury, so he didn't play all his minutes. But just to keep this one short and sweet, Akers is the play over his rush yards, guys. The ball is played through him. We've seen in the last 3 games. Versus Arizona, he had 17 rush attempts. Versus the Bucs, he had 24 rush attempts. Versus the 49ers, he had 13, but he only played 30 snaps. So again, I'm not worried about Sony Michel getting many touches here. This is the Cam Akers show, and I think he shows it on Sunday.
There you go. Mr. Kevin Braudis, he's doing some great work over at Sportsmemo, sports fans. I want him to tell you why you should go over to Sportsmemo right after this broadcast and take advantage of that discounted package and buy him. Kevin, if you will.
Yeah, definitely check me out on Sportsmemo, guys. You can also check me out on Twitter or TikTok, just at @KBSports_. Again, Joe, you mentioned before the show, not only do we have NFL, we have a lot of good sports going on right now. NBA season has been rolling, guys. I'm up 83 units so far on the year, cashing 60% of the tickets. So make sure you guys go over there and check me out. And also, I post free plays every single day.
There he is. Mr. Kevin Braudis, use that discount. Go buy Kevin Braudis over at Sportsmemo. And, guys, to answer some of your questions and comments, no, he is not my son. He's just good-looking and young-looking. We're going to go from one perennial leaderboard fixture to another. And when he first sent me what he wanted to do as far as a prop, man, he got to it before I did. I love it. I want him to tell you about it. We call him the body. You call him Jesse Schule. Jesse, can you tell us about your winning prop for the Super Bowl, please?
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I'm looking at over 5.5 sacks. It's plus money on this one. The Rams are one of just 3 teams this year that went over 50 sacks. in the regular season. They didn't get to Jimmy G last week, but the 49ers play a bit of a different style. Short passes to Deebo Samuel and looking for the yards after the catch, not really going for the deep ball. So I expect that to change this week against the Bengals. They did get to Tom Brady 3 times in the previous game. And the Bengals, they can get to the quarterback as well. They got to Mahomes 4 times last week. And we all know that the weakness of the Bengals is their offensive line, as evidenced by Burrow getting sacked 9 times against the Titans. It's amazing that the Bengals can win a game when Burrows gets sacked 9 times. Of course, Burrows was knocked out last year after getting hit too many times. He's going to be on his toes in the Super Bowl here, and over 5.5 sacks plus money seems like a bargain to me.
There you go. Jesse, you're doing some wonderful, amazing work over at Sportsmemo. I know that over the course of any given weekend, you put up multiple games, multiple winning premium releases, and multiple sports games. Tell everybody what you got going on this weekend we should get excited about, please.
Well, Joe, I like to shift my focus according to the time of year. And at this time of year, with football wrapped up, I like to focus on basketball. And my NBA is 10-0 with the last 10 NBA picks. College basketball, 7-1 last 8 college basketball picks. Total NBA and college basketball, 74% year to date. You want some of that? See me at Sports Memo.
Getting you paid and making money. Jesse the Body Schule. Go over to Sports Memo. Take advantage of that discount. Now, guys, I want to make a preemptive strike for our next guest. This is not a dating site. I know he's as handsome as I am, but this is not a dating site. And he doesn't have just one, but he's got 2 big winning props for you. I wanted to tell you about it. I am honored to have him on as a regular on the First Family Show, the daily show each week. And I'm just so happy that he's taking part of the Football Forecast show. Let's bring him on. The handsome and dapper Kevin Thomas. 2 big free props, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, Joe. Thank you for having me. And I'm going to piggyback off both those guys, Jesse and Kevin, because I too like Tyler Boyd here. And I think the best way to stop a pass rush is to short pass it. And we know Mixon's going to get his in the backfield, but Tyler Boyd as the slot, he's going to see a lot of that underneath stuff. So I got him scoring a touchdown in this game. He scored 2 in the last 4 games, and he's been targeted 6 times in the last 4 also. So I'm going to look for Tyler Boyd here to score a touchdown. Anytime, get you plus 190. And remember, CJ Uzomah is out. I don't think he's going to play. So you got backup tight end Sample in there. I think Boyd's going to get those red zone targets there too.
There you go. Mr. Kevin Thomas with his first big free prop winner. Guys, Kevin's doing some great work over at Sports Memo, and I see him on the leaderboards this week in a couple of sports. He's got another free prop for you. I want him to tell you about it. Then we're going to see what he's got that he's very excited about this weekend. Kevin, if you will, your second free winner, please.
Oh, yeah, this Bengals kicker, Evan McPherson. We all know him. The guy's been clutch and scoring. I think he had 13 total points against the Chiefs, and one thing about this Bengals team, they're more of a second half scoring team. So I expect field goals here to start the game. I think he can break the 7.5 before the half. We're going to get 7.5 at minus 115, which is a steal. So go ahead and take that right there. Evan McPherson over 7.5 points.
There you go. Guys, Kevin Thomas, he's doing some great work. He's like E.F. Hutton. When he talks, people listen. I'm going to let him tell you why you need to go over to Sports Memo, use that discount, take advantage of his big winning weekend this weekend. KT, take it away, brother.
I won't lie. College basketball has not been kind to me in February, but NBA, for the whole season, I've been on the leaderboard, and about 54% winners for this season. NFL was my big one there. I was 57% for 1,600 units. Before coming back here. So I'm probably still there. So you can jump on that. But the big news is I was asked to do the $2 Tuesday this Tuesday. So make sure to jump on that. Yeah, $2. And I'm sure it's going to be an NBA because that's where I've been red hot. So make sure to check out that $2 Tuesday.
There you go.
Good luck.
Not just this weekend, but on Tuesday. Take advantage. Follow Kevin Thomas. I'm going to tell you now, at full price, Kevin Thomas is a bargain because his winning plays will pay for themselves in no time. But this weekend, take advantage of this discount. Go $2 Tuesday. Get Kevin's. Our next guest is the only person on the panel outside of Jesse Schule that I have actually made out with. She's the first lady of Las Vegas, Dionne D'Amico, and she has a winning prop that she's very excited about. Dionne, if you will, take it away, baby.
You got it. Well, sports fans, I'm going to keep this short and sweet, just like my husband. My opinion, Cooper Kupp just might be the most valuable player in his team in the NFL, with over 2,333 yards receiving and 20 TDs on the season, which includes over 386 yards and 4 TDs in the 3 playoff games. Cooper Kupp is Matthew Stafford's go-to guy. One thing for sure, in any big game, a quarterback relies upon his go-to guy. And in the Super Bowl, you want to get the ball in the hands of your sure-handed receiver. Kupp just happens to be both. The Rams certainly want to jump right out away and get a lead. And their best bet to do so is in the hands of Kupp. So I like Cooper Kupp to score a TD in the first half, and I like the value of plus 175 a lot.
There you go. The first lady of Las Vegas says there's value in this in Cooper Kupp, and I agree with you, Dionne. Obviously she's brilliant. She married me 21 years ago, but Cooper Kupp is just about the most valuable player to his unit in the NFL. He was what Gronk was to Brady for many years up in New England. Now, I do know this. I know the first lady of Las Vegas is killing it in college basketball, but I want her to tell you what she's got going on Friday, Saturday, Sunday over at Sportsmemo so you can take advantage of that discount. Dionne, if you will, please.
Sure. Well, I'll have my Super Bowl side in total up by this weekend. But right now, I'm on a 13-3-1 run in college basketball. And this Saturday and Sunday, I will have at least 4 plays up at Sportsmemo. So this is the perfect time to use that discount and jump up on my winning streak.
There you go. She ain't just good to look at, nice on the easy on the eyes. She's a winner, folks, and I love the fact that she's kicking butt and taking names in a male-dominated business. She was on the college football leaderboard all season, the college basketball leaderboard all season. Guys, follow her. You'll make money. Use that discount. We're going to go to Mr. Cabang himself. Guys, I know that if it's played on the hardwood, Ronald Cabang is making you money in it. Every single day I check the Sportsmemo leaderboards. I'm vain. I want to see my name up there, and it's up there. But every day I think it's painted up there. We're going to bring him on. He's got 2 big free prop winners for you. Mr. Ronald Cabang. Ronald, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me back on the show, man. Yeah, so my first play here is I'm pretty much focusing on one player today, and that's going to be Joe Mixon. Now, first, I like the under 62.5 rushing yards. Mixon has only gone over this number in 6 of his last 8 games. One of those went over once was against the Chiefs last week, but the Chiefs are 21st in rushing yards allowed per game this season. The other was against the Ravens when they were up 31-14.5. So they pretty much focused on the ground game to run the clock. He ended up with just 65 total rushing yards anyways. Now they're facing one of the top rushing defenses in the league, and I don't see them being up by 2 touchdowns at half either. So this is going to be a tough game for him to put up yards on the ground. The most the Rams have given up on the ground to any player during these playoffs was Leonard Fournette, and he only had 51 rushing yards. If anything, I think Mixon's impact will be in the passing game. But for now, the under 62.5 is what I was looking at.
There you go. Ronald Cabang telling you under 62.5 yards for Joe Mixon rushing yards. He is a perennial on the leaderboards. He has another free prop for you. He's going to stay with Joe Mixon. Let him tell you about it. Then we're going to tell you why you need to use that discount and go buy Ronald Cabang this weekend. Ronald, if you will.
Yeah, like I mentioned, over 26.5 receiving yards is my second play here. I feel like he's going to make an impact in that passing game. The Rams have given up this number to running backs in each of the playoff games so far. They gave up 31 total receiving yards to 2 running backs against the Cardinals. Fournette had 56 receiving yards on 9 catches against the Bucs, and then against the 49ers, Elijah Mitchell had 50 yards on 3 catches. And I think in this spot here, like the other guys mentioned, these short passing game is going to be key for the Rams, for the Bengals here, and I think Mixon's going to be part of that.
There you go, Mr. Ronald Cabang with 2 big free Super Bowl props, both surrounding Mr. Joe Mixon. Guys, he is on the leaderboard every single day at Sportsmemo. No BS. I mean, he's there every day for months. I want him to tell you what he's excited about over the weekend and other things to come. Ronald, if you will, please.
Yeah, I already have 2 premium plays up today, and I'm hoping to build off a 2-0 day yesterday. I'm going to slowly bring in college basketball, especially on the weekends when there's a huge slate. But NBA and college basketball this weekend is what's going to be available. So, yeah, definitely take advantage of that 50% off deal.
There you go. Take advantage of that discount. I mean, if you think I'm lying to you, I'm not lying, buddy. I can't lie. My wife will call me out on it. But if you think I'm lying, go check Ronald's name. He's on the leaderboards at Sports Memo. 3-day, 7-day, 30-day. He's everywhere. Now, guys, it's time to adjust the volume on your tablet, your computer, your phone, wherever you're watching this broadcast, because your host, your sexy and savory host, has got 2 big prop winners for you. Let's talk about my first one. I want to talk about Joe Burrow, sports fans. Guys, it's no secret that any of the Bengals' success comes through the air. 7th in passing, 23rd in rushing. This is a passing offense for sure. Joe Burrow, can't argue. He has matured quite a bit this season. And just to remind you, the quarterback, 38 TDs in 19 games in the 21-22 campaign. The Rams are an outstanding team with a solid defense. They are very good against the rush and do have some stellar pass rushers. No doubt about that. But their Achilles heels, if they do have one, their one small weakness, guys, without question, overall defending the pass. The combination of Joe Burrow needing to pass the ball and the league pass defense of LA tells me that Joe Burrow will throw for more than 2 touchdowns in this conference. Over 2 touchdowns for Burrow, plus 120. I know Kevin Thomas mentioned this. I know Ronald mentioned this. Even Dionne mentioned this. Guys, value. I don't care how good someone is or how much better a team is. Unless the line or the odds give you value, not worth it for you. There's always more games, and you're getting great value from the best cappers on the planet. So I like Joe Burrow, over 2 touchdown passes, plus 120. I have a second free winner. Now, I know that Kevin Braudis said that Sony Michel is going to get too many touches, and I don't think he will either. However, let me explain a little something why I like Sony Michel over 6.5 rushing yards. The running back grew into a very useful weapon this season, 26 yards per game on the ground in 3 postseason contests, and during the regular season, just shy of 50 yards per game on the ground. Cam Akers is, as Kevin Braudis mentioned, Cam Akers is their top ball carrier. But to keep the Rams defense honest and maybe even give Akers a rest here and there, you will see Stafford rely upon Michel and see the running back get some touches. He's not going to get a ton of them. Akers is going to get 90% of them, 95% of them. But of his touches, because of the way his style of running, his pound the ball, I think that he will get over 16.5 yards at even money. I always like something even money or better, giving you a big edge. I like him rushing yards over 16.5, even money. Guys, I've got a couple of announcements. I'm going to bring everybody on while we do the announcements. What a good-looking cast, man, I tell you. We're going to talk about the discount real quick. I have so many papers on my desk, I feel like a newscaster. Guys, Champ 50, get 50% off any daily package from this panel, this stellar panel. You thought Yankees had a murderer's row? This is a murderer's row. Anybody on this show this weekend only can be used Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Grab any one of us or all of us, guys. 50% off any package. Secondly, the Sports Memo YouTube panel. Those hooked on phonics books Dionne got me for Christmas. They're not working. The Sports Memo YouTube channel. Follow it. Follow their Twitter page. Also, the wonderful cappers on this panel. Dionne, Jesse, Kevin, Ronald. They are some of the best in the world. You see their Twitter pages in front of you. Follow them. Go to Twitter. Follow them. Talk to them. DM them. They will take time out of their busy schedules. I know everybody's very busy. They will always take time for a customer or a client or a follower that has a question for them. Follow them. We would love that. Let me run down everybody's games really quickly, and then we're going to say goodbye. I always feel like it's the Mickey Mouse Club at the end of this show. If you guys are as old as me, the Mickey Mouse Club used to come on Sunday night, and it was the last thing that you could watch because it was a school night after the weekend, and your parents say after the Mickey Mouse Club you had to go to bed. So when the Mickey Mouse Club was ending, they play the song, and you would right away look at your mom, and she go, no, right after the show you're going to bed. So Kevin Braudis has Tyler Boyd, reception yards over 40.5. He also has Cam Akers, rushing attempts over 15.5. The body, Jesse Schule, over 5.5 sacks total for the game. Kevin Thomas, KT, Tyler Boyd to score a touchdown. He also has Evan McPherson over 7.5 points. The lovely Dionne D'Amico, the first lady of Las Vegas, says Cooper Kupp is going to score a touchdown in the first half. Ronald Cabang. He's got 2 on Joe Mixon. The first one, rushing yards under 62.5. And for Joe Mixon, receiving yards over 26.5. You're sexy and savory. I'm going to say that again because I rarely get to say sexy and savory in the same sentence. You're sexy and savory host, Joey D. He's got Joe Burrow throwing over 2 touchdown passes. And I also have Sony Michel, total rushing yards over 16.5. Guys, I want to thank Sports Memo, your one-stop sports betting shop. I want to thank our wonderful panel of experts. Most of all, I want to thank all of you out there. You have made this the most exciting new football betting show in the world this season. And I'm going to tell you right now, the first family show is going to come out you Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. These wonderful panel of experts are going to be regulars on the morning show every week throughout this summer. Guys, you have made this a great season. We still have another show next week, our Super Bowl show. Guys, on behalf of Sports Memo, Kevin Braudis, Jesse Schule, Kevin Thomas, Dionne D'Amico, Ronald Cabang, and me, Joe D'Amico, good luck and have a winning day.